Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This video is sponsored by BITUNIX, giving an exclusive 20% deposit bonus just for KG Trading members by using the referral link below. You can also follow KG Trading copy trades without any memberships. The platform's UI is super clean and pleasant to use, setting TP and SL simply by dragging them right from your entry level. As a reminder, trading involves risk, copy trading doesn't guarantee profits, and you're always in full control. This is the daily close for Bitcoin. We're gonna see what happened today, what it might happen next. So basically today on the 1 hour chart, we can see, of course, it was not that too much happening, but basically we saw a little bit higher prices, having, of course, some green candles followed by red candles. Now it was not, of course, taken all of it yet. In the last analysis on the intraday, we said, of course, that this is our invalidation for any bullish scenario toward the upside, where we can get, of course, confirmation for lower, meaning invalidation of this impulse, right? Where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and a C in case this is gonna dive deeper, take the low. Therefore, definitely invalidation. Now we have previously, of course, seen an impulse, which it can be, of course, your wave A. We got the wave B here, and potentially we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the upside. First scenario is 1-to-1 fib level, right? What if this is a zigzag in ABC, and then after having an impulse toward the downside, you have double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5, followed by an ABC. Of course, the ABC would like to hit, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level 111. However, if you have realized also that this 1-to-1 fib level is in confluence with the 886 here, and that means, of course, this is a very low possibility in case we get it that we move toward the downside. Actually, it might mean that we're gonna take the high, right? If we get to this far, it means we're gonna get the high, and that means, of course, we take the 886 sooner or later. We move potentially for higher. Now, my target basically is 114, 115 still. Okay, of course, for Bitcoin, where we might reach, of course, an ABC. Why? Because I'm still looking for an ending diagonal for the structure. So since we have finished here as an ABC, there is no way to finish, of course, the whole structure from the low here, where we have started since the low. There is no way to finish it in simply zigzag. Okay, there is only one way, of course, which is, of course, a W, X, Y, X, and a Z, where we see, of course, a wave Y here, followed by an X, another X, and potentially you got here a wave Z as a zigzag, right? Which is very low possibility. Why? Because, of course, this scenario can be possible, of course, but very rare to happen, especially after a very complex structure as well. For a wave A, I mean, why the wave B should be very complex again, right? I mean, it is already complex in W, X, and a Y. That's more complex than, that's more enough, right? Which is higher possibility than W, X, Y, X, and a Z. So the W, X, and a Y has to finish in an ending diagonal. This is what I mean, right? It has to finish ABC. The wave C has to be an ending diagonal to finish a nice structure here. The same as we did for the zigzag. We would like to have a final zigzag, and it would be much more evident if we, of course, finish with ending diagonal, because the ending diagonal is the signal that we finish this move toward the upside. That's why it's called ending diagonal, right? It ends up the structure, and therefore, of course, I'm still looking for it, guys. I know that the things are very slow right now, and it looks a little bit like tricky, but basically, I'm just watching those fib levels. Okay, I'm just watching those fib levels. I'm watching the prices and the confirmation for lower. So once we take this price, invalidation, simply moving toward the next scenario. The next scenario, if we move down, guys, there is still one possibility, one last possibility for the bullish. Yeah, so we didn't finish yet, even. There is one last possibility, which is an ABC here. This ABC, what does it represent? It represents the wave 4 here, in the possibility of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse toward the upside, which is low. I know, very low possibility since the wave 2 is a triangle A, B, C, D, and an E. Very low possibility. Shallow, not taking the 0.38. Then moving in another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3. Problematic again that the wave 2 is not triangle, but it did not took the perfect fib, the minimum fib level, which is a 0.38. Which make it, of course, a double impossible waves here as wave 2. However, we take it with a little bit grain of salt here, and what if, right? What if? Therefore, ABC, okay? We're gonna have to test it. We're gonna see the reaction for ABC, and then, of course, continuation towards the upside. Don't forget as well, even if it doesn't work as an ABC wave 4, by the way, what if it's still a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? So before you take this low, there is no confirmation of a bear market, okay? This is, by the way, it's gonna add it as a new, I would say, confirmation for bear market. Bear market, okay? So basically, once taking this low, I would say yes, definitely we are moving in a bear market. Before taking the 102K, there is no confirmation, guys. You might still be in an ending diagonal. Even wave 2 can be in this shape. 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. All right, it might take time, so don't forget this. Yeah, so basically, this is what I'm looking for in case we move for higher. Yeah, from there. Even honestly, it looks like a little bit it looks a little bit like very possible to get a little bit lower here, right? As a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks much more convincing. But nobody knows because, of course, we have impulses here and we already got a correction and we show impulse. That means, of course, there is something unfolding for higher. Therefore, of course, we don't have to ignore it, right? That might already take the high directly. Yep, so that was it for Bitcoin, guys. Basically, I hope that I explained what is going on very clear. I'm the most bearish, you know me. We are in a bear market, right? We are in a bear market for me. But, you know, it's a little bit complicated. You need to see a finished wave B before we claim a bear market here, right? So the bear market has to finish, of course, this wave, and of course showing potentially those level, you know, the 119. I think that the 119 is very likely. Yeah, in case we get an aggressive diagonal, it can be very likely, guys. In case we get less aggressive diagonal, it can be more or less 115, 114, yeah, and then moving down. Don't forget, today we have uploaded WIF and POPCAT on X. If you are interested, you can watch those fast and lower time frame updates on X. Alright, that was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.